my next discussion is, if I have to make short summaries, how do I make it? I have to show you some of the answers. Tell me which answer looks a good answer, which answer looks a bad answer. Okay. If I'm reading geography NCRTs, how should I read it? This is how do I make notes and when do I make notes? When do I make notes? When I say when do I make notes, at least read the book at least once before you make notes. एक बार पूरी किताब पढ़ लीजिए, right? Read it once. Look at the previous year question, then you make notes. If you make the notes without reading, and if you make notes, or even if you're making chapter-wise note, at least read the entire chapter first. पूरा chapter पढ़ लो. आप important चीजें underline करो while you are reading the chapter, and then you make the notes. ठीक है? So at least read it once, twice before you make notes. Otherwise, you end up writing everything. So your short summary does not mean you will include everything. It will include only what are the most important points. So I have a summary here. I have a summary here with me. I'll show you the summary. How do you make summaries? This is your class 6 history NCRT. The first chapter. The first chapter is about what, where, how, and when. What, where, how, and when. Now here, while you're reading this first chapter, I'm reading, okay, something is given, Rashida's question, finding out what happened yesterday. How do you find out? Or what do you look out in the past? Or where did people go? Where did people live? I can see a place called as Narmada. I am reading this. I'm just reading this NCRT. Okay, so how do you find what happened in the past? Where did people live? Right? Then there is something given here. There is a map that is given here. Right? So look at the pages also. 1 page, 2 page. Then you have the other thing. Entire story about Ganga, locate Ganga. How did traveler happen? Know about Indus. Names of the land. Finding out about the past. Okay. Then something here. Now, the same thing. How do you make notes out of it? ये आपका हिस्ट्री का एनसीईआरटी है, क्लास 6 चैप्टर 1. This is completed in 1 page. Whatever important information that you can extract, any important information that you can extract. First, the first movement took place when, who was moving, how did the movement happen here. Then you're looking at the age, Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Neolithic age. What are the tools that they used? Then there is about Chalcolithic culture. So all the important information can be written in 1 page. So rather than looking at 7 to 8 pages of NCERT, I know this is my summary of 1 page, which has all the important information, and the rest, whatever information is not important, we have eliminated those. What do you think is more easy for you to revise? Is this page more easy, or looking at this 7-8 pages more easy to revise? If you have everything in 1 single page, what happens is this is easy to revise. Why? Because आपको एक ही पन्ना पढ़ना है. 1. Second, इसका आपका पिक्चरिस्क मेमोरी बन जाता है. अगर आपने 5-6 बार इसको देख लिया तो आपका मेमोरी बन जाता है. So how do you make it concise? एक तो आपको ये पता होगा कि मेरे लिए ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें मुझे डालनी. Second, if you have these kind of tables, right? If you have these kinds of diagrams, then बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन आप एक छोटे डायग्राम और एक छोटे टेबल में डाल दो. तो आप सिर्फ ये टेबल याद करोगे और आप सिर्फ ये डायग्राम याद करोगे, rather than वो पूरा वर्बोस रहेगा. पूरा वर्ड्स की जगह पे you have a table, you have a diagram. This is how you revise. See this. This is chapter 1, entire chapter 1. This is chapter 2. So entire chapter 2, from the man takes to city life. Man takes to city life. 1 paragraph. What do we mean by civilization? What about the Harappan civilization? What are the important rivers? Which important cities are there in which one? Okay, I'm looking at the summary. Summary से मुझे पता पड़ रहा है कि man city में जा रहा है. What is civilization? And about civilization, Harappan civilization, the important sites. Then I'm writing about citadel. What about citadel? Then we have also written about what was the religion of Harappan region, what was the trade in Harappan region, how did Harappan region decline, and then a conclusion. So here, entire thing about Harappa. What is a civilization? what are the important cities of Harappan civilization? What about the trade? What about the craft? What about the religion? What is about the citadel? And why did the civilization decline? I have written everything here. Now, look at this chapter 2. Chapter 2. Again, from the hunting gathering to growing food. Again, it says that the earliest people were on the move. That is, people are moving to cities. Then you have this tools. Then you have about, okay, this is chapter 2. Let me see, this was chapter 3, I guess. Yeah. In the earliest cities is the chapter. The story of Harappa. Okay. Now, people, what was special about these cities? So, you know about architecture के बारे में लिखा है कि कैसा bricks use हुआ था, citadel कैसा था, baked bricks use होती थी. उसके बाद आपका यहाँ पे major cities दी हुई हैं. यहाँ पे major cities दी हुई हैं हरप्पा की. Then you have the architecture. You know about the life in the cities. Yes. So everything people are writing about the crafts. There is craft. There is this box given. Then we have the material. यहाँ पे cities के बारे में है, यहाँ पे आपका लोथल और डोलावीरा के बारे में. So everything can be incorporated in your synopsis. In just one page, whatever has been written can be incorporated. So this becomes more easy to revise. So one thing that you should know while you are making your short summaries is you have to try to fit everything in 1 or 2 page. So if you have attended a class and the class goes into 10 pages, the class is going into 10 pages, try to sum it up in 1 side or the 2 side. ठीक है, एक साइड या 2 साइड में आपने पूरा सम कर दिया क्लास का, हेडिंग्स के साथ, सब हेडिंग्स के साथ. So you have your headings, you have certain subheadings, you have some examples, you have a table, you have a map. So you have a table, you have a map, you have headings, subheadings, and you have summarized entire 10 class. Now, if I say you have 150 classes, and in each class you are writing 10 pages. So at the end of the class, when your class gets over in next 6 months, you have a 1500 pages. But you are doing this exercise daily where this 10 page you have summarized into 1 page. So at the end of the class, you will have 150 pages, which is more easy to revise. 150 pages are more easy to revise. आप उसको, and you can be very handy. A4 sheets पे बना दिया, कहीं पे भी आप लेके जा सकते हैं. उसको आप revise कर सकते हैं. तो that is the importance of short summaries. It will help you in easy revision.